Hello again. I'm Marcus. I review stuff, and today I'm reviewing the song Upperdrugs by the band Highly Suspect. As far as my history with Highly Suspect goes, I've only heard their 2015 album Mr. Asylum, which was actually a pretty good album. I haven't ranked it yet on my list of albums of all time, but I enjoyed it. I liked a lot of the songs from it, so it's worth a listen if you like this song. It's definitely worth a listen to check out their 2015 album. I know they have another album, and an EP that I have never heard. So really, I have the one experience with this band. But what I really like about them, and I'm hoping it stays true in this song, is that they're really kind of like a sex, drugs, and rock and roll type of band. Kind of that you don't really see as much anymore. So when I heard that album, Mr. Asylum, it was almost refreshing to kind of get that sort of hard classic rock sound, I think, while still sounding kind of modern and new. So I really appreciate that album. I'm hoping this song can kind of stay in that same vein. And so, well, without further ado, let's listen to Upperdrugs by Highly Suspect. Here we go.
When I go out, I start searching for the upper drugs. When I wake up, I get scared without my counter drugs. Fuck.
I'm sorry, I love that little fuck. That's great. Alright, let's keep listening.
Gotta pay for all my shit and then go, even though I'm wide awake. So let's go. Yeah, I can push you against the wall. I might as well make another mistake. It's not enough. You're reminding me I'd rather be alone. I wish you would just disappear. You should know that these chemicals are taking full control. I use them 'cause I'm sick of being here. It's not enough. Come down, let's take it easy. When we come down, let's take it easy. When we come down, let's take it easy. No, never coming down. No.
don't want to watch this
We've
ad.
gotten lazy, but we were made to move. So move more, live more.
Okay. So, let's break that song down. Let's start with the lyrics. I think it's pretty obvious what this song is about, right? It's about drugs, about drug addiction. It's about needing drugs to be okay, to make it through the day, to not... And then it's also about just kind of not being all there, wanting to die. But I think it's also like wanting to die from drugs. I just want to be so high that I don't ever wake up again. That's the way I want to go, basically. So, even though we know what the song's about, let's look at the lyrics. When I go out, I start searching for the upper drugs. When I wake up, I get scared without my downer drugs. Fuck. I loved that part. It was just kind of like a, holy shit, alright, well, that's what we're doing here, huh? This is basically, like, before I read the rest of the lyrics, this is basically kind of what I've come to expect from Highly Suspect. I mean, they're very much like, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, like I said, but they're also very, like, we're fucked up. Like, we're not the best people, or at least we're not in the best place. We're a little crazy. So I think that from line one, it fits in with their style. So they jump into the first verse. It's last call, and now I gotta pay for all my shit and then go. I just love the way they say that. They're not trying to be poetic. It's just like, it's last call. I gotta pay for my shit and get out of here. Just like how some normal people would talk. I think it's just really, really cool that way. Even though I'm wide awake, so let's go. Yeah, I can push you against the wall. I might as well make another mistake. I think he's probably seducing someone who is probably not the best for him. Push someone against the wall to make out with / bang them, right? But alcohol / drugs will do that to you. You're like, fuck it, I'm already on drugs. Why not make one more mistake? Screw it. Then of course the chorus, it's not enough. I want to sleep forever. Which when I heard that part, I was like, oh shit. Not only are you on drugs, but you were like ready to die, my dude. But I keep waking up, but all I feel is the pressure. And there are a multitude of reasons why people do drugs, but that could be it. It's just life for this person, whether it's someone actually in the band or whether they're just telling, being storytellers here, is that sometimes you do drugs because life is pain and even though you wish you weren't alive or never woke up again, you still do. And so it's like, well, I'm going to keep doing the drugs to just make it through the day. And so then we go into the second verse. When you speak, I choke because you're reminding me I'd rather be alone. I wish you would just disappear, and you should know that these chemicals are taking full control. I use them because I'm sick of being here. So again, I think it goes back into being suicidal. I wonder if they're making another play on, like, as cliche as it might sound, that love is like a drug. I wonder if they're making some sort of play on that as well. Because you see it says like, you're reminding me I'd rather be alone. I wish you would just disappear. Speaking almost as if they're talking about a person, and so that person is their drug. I don't think they're going for that, but they could be. Or it could be like the opposite. They're personifying drugs, talking about them as if they are a person, which I think is probably the more logical one to go with here. Anyway, back to the chorus. It's not enough. I want to sleep forever, but I keep waking up. I'm under too much pressure, and it all keeps adding up, and all we are is terror. I've had enough. I want to sleep forever. Again, suicidal on drugs. And then we get the bridge. When we come down, let's take it easy. When we come down, let's take it easy. And then I guess it's like a call and response. Then it says, no, never coming down, never coming down. So it's like, when we come back down from our high, let's just take it easy, we were just like super high. But then I think another voice, maybe the voice in the head, maybe the addiction says, no, we're never coming down. Like, we need this shit all the time. And then back into the chorus. And then the outro, these chemicals are taking control, wish I could let them go. And it just repeats a couple times. So, overall, again, they could be playing on like a relationship or how love can be a drug. I don't think they're going there. I think it's straight up like drugs get you high, and sometimes they help you escape the pain of life. And that I think they're going for that angle, which again is kind of what I expect lyrically from from this band. I would say lyrically, I'm giving it a thumbs up. I think this is kind of their style, and even though the lyrics aren't really like, they're not poetic, they're not intricate, they're not complicated in my opinion, but they tell a story, and I think they really get the message across. I mean, you saw when I heard that very first like those intro lyrics, I was like kind of like, okay, that wow, you know. And lyrics don't have to make you think or like impress you, but they can make you just kind of smile or be like, whoa, shit. Or like when he said, I want to sleep forever, I was like, oh shit, you know. So I think what they do lyrically here is maybe not as impactful or I guess meaningful, but it's still telling a story, and it still kind of achieves the goal of wanting the listener to listen to the music. So lyrically, I give it a thumbs up. Instrumentally, I gotta say, like, there were some drum parts in there that I can't replicate them on my own right now, but there were some drum parts in there that I really, really liked. But the playing was solid overall, but there was some specific parts in there, I think, like, between the verse and the chorus or something like that, or going from the chorus to the second verse. I don't exactly remember where it was. And holy hell, I was so happy to hear a guitar solo. I've been reviewing a lot of indie pop lately, and that Slipknot album, and that one didn't have a whole lot of guitar solos on it. So like, it's nice, it's refreshing to hear a guitar solo again, because I'm a sucker for guitar solos. I love guitar solos. I know it kind of harkens back to an older sort of methodology in rock to have guitar solos always in every song, but I really liked the guitar solo. I think it was simple. I think it was almost like a classic rock kind of guitar solo, but it worked for me towards the end of the song there. So instrumentally, I gave it another thumbs up. It wasn't too complicated, but I did love the kind of sludgy, like almost dreary tone that it had throughout most of the song, and they really picked it up with like the guitar solo and stuff towards the end, which I think is also kind of a highly suspect band trademark there that they do really well. So I enjoyed it instrumentally. I wouldn't say it blew me away, or even that it's catchy enough for me to just like hum any of the instruments is on my way, but I enjoyed the instruments nonetheless. So thumbs up. Listenability, I might have to go here, and I'll tell you why. I enjoyed the song, but is it something that I want to listen to every time? Not even because it's like a negative or kind of like a song about just drugs and being high, and or even not even that it's a song about suicide. There are songs about those subject matter that I can listen to over and over again, but I just think it's maybe a little like too sludgy for an everyday listen. It might be too grimy for like the typical listener. And again, that's not even to say it's a bad song. I'm just saying that maybe it's not as catchy or easy to bite into as other songs might be, especially from this band. I think they have songs that are a little bit more appealing to a mass audience. So I enjoyed the way the song sounds. But I understand that some may have a hard time listening to a song, especially with such just a heavy subject matter, right? So I give it maybe from here to somewhere in there. Overall, a good song though. I mean, I enjoyed it. They kind of stayed on point with their sort of style. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the style. Like I said, it's a little bit more refreshing in this day and age because we've kind of gotten away from that style, in my opinion. At least I don't hear it very often. You, in your daily listen, you might find music that's similar to this, but I don't really quite hear songs like this as much anymore. So I think it's kind of a refreshing thing, and it's a refreshing thing that could sound cheesy in this day and age, but I think they do it well. And I think it still sounds new while still having more of a classic sound at the same time. So overall, really enjoyed the song. As always, if you want to support the artist, if you like the music, go check them out on their official channels, their official pages, listen to their music, support them as much as you can. If you want to support me, likes, subscribes, the YouTube stuff, you've been on YouTube before probably in your life. You know what to do. So anyway, I'm Marcus. I reviewed some stuff, and I'm out of here. See you guys later. But where's my mouse? Bye.